Alright, folks, welcome back to the new video. Today video, let's start it without any BS. Today video is about the entry models, okay? The models which we use for our entry and our CRT, okay? In CRT, we have the five entry models. And these five entry models, only two entry models are the best with the highest accuracy and the highest RRR, and the other three one is just a BS, just a shit, you can say. Okay, we will discuss about the three entry models. The third one is not an entry models, but if you add it with your these two entry models, your accuracy will boost too much. Okay, let's talk about the first one is uh, model 1, okay, which is order block, okay, order block, and model 2, which is $1 million FVG, and the model 3 is not a model, but you can add it to your entry. If you add it with these two entry models, your accuracy will boost too much, is IFE. So now let's you all already know about what is order block and FEG and IFEG, but let's talk about how can we mark in these model 1, model 2 and IFEG with our CRT and turtle soup. For example, I already teach you that about the turtle soup, what is TBS and TWS, and also what is TS. Okay, and the rules of its validation and invalidation. Okay, you also all know about this. So now let's talk about the these order blocks how to market. For example, you got here and turtle soup. Okay, a turtle soup. For example, you got the bullish candle here, and then price reversed and closed below this candle. Okay, closed below this green candle. So now when the price comes below and close below this candle with the first movement or a big thick candle, then this candle will be your model 1. Okay, model 1 is what? Model 1 is just simply an order block. Then this will be your order block, and it's also for the vice versa for the bearish scenario. Okay, so now let's talk about the entry. How can you place entry with this? If this second candle closes too much below from the model 1 candle, okay, and then if you placed your entry from here, and your stop loss must be above or below the recent high or low, and your TP should be the first TP should be the 50% of the CRT, and then the second target will be your the whole CRT. Okay, so in this case, if your order is very poor with this type of candle closing, then you can wait for the retracement. And if retracement happens, you can take entry from here. Your stop loss will be above, like, what the fuck? Your stop loss will be above this high, and target 1 will be 50% of the CRT, and target 2 will be the CRT next area. Now talk about the second entry model. For example, the third candle come here, okay, and also make the bearish candle or a bullish candle. It doesn't matter, okay. Just create another candle, okay. And if you got the FEG here, okay, and FEG here, then this will be your model 2, okay. Then this will be your model 2, okay, model 2. So if both models appear in the same trade, then your entry will should be from the model 2, okay? Because most of the time when these both entry model come together, then price didn't retrace to model 1 and it reverse from the model 2. So yes, you will place your entry from the model 2. and your first target will be 50% of the CRT, and next will be the final TP will be the next range of the CRT candle. And now let's talk about the third model, which is IFAG. So if, for example, market swept the CRH and reverse here and make the model 1 and model 2 entry, tap into the key level, and you got an FEG in this leg, okay, in this leg on the left side, and market also inverse it with the V shape, then this model 1 and model 2 will become very A plus, like it will become the more higher accurate with the IFEG. So these are the just simple entry models. Now let's talk about the let's go to chart and watch them in the chart how this works. For example, let me show you an example of any CRT from the yesterday. Okay, for example, uh, this is end candle range high. Okay, and this is end candle range low. Okay, and this is candle range low. Then take the gain box or Fibonacci, which tool you want to use, and mark the 50% of the CRT. Okay, after marking the 50% of the CRT, let's shift to the M3 or M5 time frame or M1, whatever you want. I personally use M3 because I know uh, what my knowledge is and my experience. Okay, I shifted to the uh, uh, model M1. Okay, for example, I told you about the TBS. Okay, you can see here you got the one candle, two candle, three candle, four candle, five candle, and you got a proper TBS here. Okay, a proper TBS here. You can also say that proper TBS. Okay, TBS, and this one will be your and a model one entry. Okay, which one candle? This one candle. Okay, but you can see that the price didn't came below and close below this candle to give us the model 1 confirmation for our entry. So after that price again did the TVS. You can see here, you can count candles 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and now this will be your model 1. Okay, model 1. You can see also here price also inverse this fair value gap for giving us entry. So now this model 1 you can say is a high probability setup. So this is your model 1, and now what is a model 2? Okay, if you see any fair value gap here, that will be your model 2. Okay, uh, and yes, the main point which I forget it, the model 2. Okay, the model 2 which is about the FVG. Okay, is must be in the or near the model 1. Okay, so now you can see there is no any model 2. So yes, but we also have a model 1, so you can use that. Okay, so now our entry will be from here. Okay, you can also enter from here, and if you want more confirmation or if you are late from this entry, then you can also place entry from this entry, and your stop loss should be above this height. Okay, and your first TP will be the 50%, which is around 2.5, and the full TP will be the this final candle range. Okay, so this is the whole entry models. Let me give you another example of the Friday. Okay, with these example. For example, you can see here the two candle CRT. We are not discussing the types of CRT here, but I am just showing you examples. Okay, so let's talk about only these CRTs. Okay, now this is my key level. You can see the swing low. Okay, so now shift to the one. And yes, the most important thing is the time frame alignment for the CRT. I am using M1 because I have experience in this CRT. I am fucked up a lot. time I spent around 2 3 years to master this strategy. So yeah, I can trade two candle CRT, any CRT type you can say, with any time frame. You can see here, you got a proper TBS here, okay, proper TBS here, okay. You can TBS. You can also trade turtle soup or turtle wick soup, but the TBS is the higher confirmation trade, like the higher accurate trade. And this is your model one candle, okay. Why? This is a thick candle body, and yes, the second candle inverse this candle with a thick body closing here above this candle. So this is your model one candle, and yes, you and then price also create the FVG here. So this is your model two, okay, model two. So what will you do here? You also take entry from directly here, but I for the beginner to wait for the retracement, wait for the CISD, and also for the retracement. And the most important thing, you can see price also inverse this FVG. Okay. If I was you, I will wait for the inversion of this FVG after I will take that trade. I will wait for the retracement of the to the model 2. Okay. You can also, if the from the trade from the model 2 entry is have a poor RRR, then for example, if your order is very poor from this model 2, then you can wait for the model 1. Okay. But I will prefer take from the model 2 because your order is still good. Okay. Take it from the model 2. Your stop loss below this low, and your target will be first the 50% of this CRT. Okay. Which is about here. You will close partials here, and you will move your stop loss to break even, and left the rest of the trade to the next CRT candle range high. You also got the 1 is to 3.9. If you take trade from the model one entry, okay, you can see here, wait for the model one, and then you can see you have 1 is to 6 RR trade. So these are just examples. Let me give you one more examples because examples are good to understand. It will also help you to understand the things. Uh, Let me show you the past week examples. For example, let's see here. Picture. Yes. For example, this is an a CRT. Okay. CRH, and this is a CRN. Let me remove the others drawings to make it clear for you. And now your key level is here and FVG. Okay. And FVG. You will be saying that why I didn't take this candle for CRT, because this is an inside bar candle, so that's why I take the other candle as a CRT. Okay. Now I will shift to 1 minute. Okay. And yes, you should not shift to 1 minute as a beginner. I will tell you in the strategy video about the time frame alignment. Okay. For example, let's mark it's 50%. Okay. For example, market swept here the high. Okay. You also got the IFEG here. Okay. And the price also closes below this model 1 entry. Okay. Model 1 candle, which is a thick body candle. Now you will be saying that there is no any valid TVS, but you can see there is a turtle suit, like a fake breakout, a fake breakout. Okay. This is, you got also the inverse fair value gap and the model one. Okay. Uh, and here you also got the CISD, which confirm our trade more, that this is a high probability. Now this is your model 2 because it is near the uh, model 2 entry, or a model 2, sorry, model 1 entry. So now you will place your stop entry from here. Uh, your SN must be this recent high. Yeah. Now your first target will be the 50% of this CRT. Your 1 is to 1.6, and your next target will be the 1 is to 3.34. It is the candle range. Next, candle next range. Okay. So these are the just perfect three entry models you can use with the most accurate, and I also prefer them to use it because I also use them personally, and I will also suggest it to you to use them properly. Okay, so let's meet on the next video. Take care of yourself. Bye bye, traders.